Welcome to Football Scientific. I am the Professor, Aaron Sauter, and I am a writer for Last Word on Sports. I cover the NFL and the Buffalo Bills. Also, I'm a writer for CFLNewsHub.com. I cover the Hamilton Tiger-Cats. And as of yesterday, I am now once again a writer for UFL News Hub. I cover the Orlando Storm. Let's go Storm. Also on Football Scientific, we talk about the IFL and the NAL. And other various football leagues in college football. So it's a lot of football, Football Scientific. I'm the Professor, and this is my assistant, Tyler the Tiger. Tyler the Tiger here. Ready to go, Professor. Ready to knock this out. Let's get this going. That's what I've been saying. Just get this going. Let's go. What are we going to do today? What's the schedule? Well, if you went to the programming meeting, you've been... Programming meeting? I ain't got time for that. I got signed signatures. I got my face signed. I should be the new head coach of the Bengals. Seriously, you should be the GM, Professor. Yes, I said I should be the GM. You're right. Yeah, they should hire us. For reals. Okay, but what's really in the show? Since I wasn't at the programming meeting. Alright, so we have some CFL signings, some NFL signings, and then we have our breakdown of tonight's Bengals-Steelers game. And then we have a college football game to make a prediction for. Wow, that doesn't seem like that much. No, it's not that much. We have a pretty quick show. Okay, good. All right, let's get it going. Let's break it down. Ow! All right, here we go. So, Pirates in the CFL, a couple moves were made yesterday. Remember, we're on week 20. Games start tomorrow night. We'll have some predictions coming up probably this evening. Ottawa Red Blacks added to their practice roster American defensive back Kenyon Reed, and they moved to their practice roster National defensive lineman Deontay Knight. In the NFL, San Francisco 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy returned to practice yesterday. We don't know if he's going to play. I don't know if it matters because Mac Jones is playing really well. He lost his first game, I think, of the season yesterday. Against Jacksonville last week. Yesterday. Last week. Okay. Las Vegas Raiders tight end Brock Bowers and wide receiver Jacoby Myers did not practice. Everyone's saying that Buffalo Bills should trade for wide receiver Jacoby Myers, but he's no better than what we have now, and he's hurt. What? That would be stupid, wouldn't it? How stupid can you be, fans of football on dang Facebook? You say the stupidest things. Wide receiver Puka Nacua, he did not practice. It's unsure if he's going to play or not. We'll find out. I mean, if you're a fantasy owner, that's a big question. Minnesota Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy, limited in practice. He might be going to come back, but once again, they're playing better with Carson Wentz. I'll probably just keep Carson Wentz going. Let J.J. McCarthy watch for another season, man. Maybe he'll be good next year. Denver Broncos linebacker Dre Greenlaw is returning from the IR, which is good to see. He's on my fantasy team, hoping to put him back into action. Washington Commanders wide receiver Terry McLaurin is returning to practice today, so he might be good to go. They are placing wide receiver Noah Brown on IR for 4 weeks, so you're just trading out Noah Brown for Terry McLaurin. But that's a good trade because Terry McLaurin is much better than Noah Brown. Also in the NFL, some weird stuff from the Buffalo Bills yesterday. They released linebacker Jimmy Sierra from their practice squad, and they released cornerback, let's see my old say, Jalen Kimber from their practice squad, but then they re-signed Jimmy Sierra. So it's like they were trying to be nice to Jalen Kimber. They're like, oh, we're not just cutting you, we're cutting Jimmy Sierra too. But then when Jalen Kimber left, they're like, Jimmy, come back. We wanted you still. And he's like, oh, okay. So he's back on the practice squad. Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice makes his 2025 debut against the Raiders this week. We'll see if he makes any impact. Hopefully he does not. Go Raiders. I don't commonly cheer for the Raiders, but I do when they go against the Chiefs. Okay. NFL Week 7 pops off tonight. We got a huge rivalry game. Huge in my eyes. Pittsburgh Steelers are first place in the AFC North. They're 4-1. They're traveling to Cincinnati. Cincinnati's second place, but we're 2-4. We have a 4-game losing streak. This would be the perfect time for Joe Flacco to go off on a team. He has the best offensive weapons in the league. If Zach Taylor is out sick, I think we win this game. And if Zach Taylor just shuts up, I bet we win this game, okay? But Zach Taylor's got some mental conditions, so blah, blah, blah. Just let Jamar Chase call the game. Let's go beat the Steelers. I have that happening. I have the Cincinnati Bengals coming out and playing great defense, even without Trey Hendrickson. I have them exploding on offense, finally with Joe Flacco and leading the way. I have the Steelers coming in, being overhyped and underplay. The best they have is their pass rush, and Joe Flacco's got to be smart to dump it off and get to his hot routes. But boom, if we even have hot routes. In the past, Zach Taylor hasn't even built in hot routes. That's why he should just shut up and let the receivers run the game, man. Joe Flacco and receivers could probably get this thing done. I have the Bengals upsetting the Steelers in Cincinnati tonight on Thursday Night Football, 28-24. Okay, of course, no one agrees with me. Pittsburgh Steelers are 4.5-point favorites. Bengals 4.5-point underdogs. But from what I know, the Bengals will win this game, y'all. They will win this game. So, and they're going to be back in the hunt for the top of the AFC North, because then Steelers will be 4-2 and they'll be 3-4. They're just sitting there ready to make some stuff happen. So, if you go back to my football analysis article of my prediction for the Bengals season, I had them going 2-0, 0-4, and then I had them winning 5 in a row here. So this is going to pop off 5 in a row, and they're going to beat the Steelers here, y'all. I have a pretty good feeling. I'm just going by my picks, really, so far, from my article I wrote back in August, and it's been pretty accurate, so we'll see how it goes. If I was gambling on this game, which I'm not going to, but if I was, I picked the Bengals into 4.5 points, and I take the over. Boom. College football also has a game tonight. Tulsa Golden Hurricanes at East Carolina Pirates. Some guy got mad at me during the season for calling Tulsa garbage, but Tulsa's 2-4. I said they would go like 3-9 or something, and in my power rankings, and that guy was all mad. Shut up, man. They're 2-4. Okay, Pirates are gonna win this game, y'all. I got Pirates coming out, more explosive offense. Tulsa's gonna make mistakes. I got East Carolina win this game at home, 35-20. Boom. DraftKings agrees. They have East Carolina 17.5-point favorite, which I think is a little bit too large. Over under 53.5. I think Tulsa will play slightly better than DraftKings thinks they will, and I think Tulsa with the points, with the 17.5 points, is the way to go. And that's going to give you, and you're going to go over that one, okay? It's going to go over, and I think Tulsa's going to cover the spread just barely against East Carolina, and that will be the best bet, okay? Boom. In the IFL, Arizona Rattlers signed all-rookie linebacker Hayden Hatcher, who comes from Jacksonville. So now they're trying to load up and win another IFL National Championship. This may not work out. This is not how it works in the IFL. You can't just load up on personnel, but they're trying, and that's one way you can go about it. So we'll see if it works for them. Hayden Hatcher is now at Arizona Rattler. All right, so that is the show for today. Very short. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out Last Word on Sports about the Buffalo Bills. I'm about to write an article, I believe, today about how the Buffalo Bills need to make some adjustments, during the bye week to go forward. And then also, I got one ready for Hamilton. I'll probably write it tomorrow. Talking about Ticats, kind of same thing. They're on a bye week too, and they need to make a few adjustments as they go in. A lot of their problems are the same in Buffalo and Hamilton. Both their defenses are struggling to stop the run. They're pretty good against the pass. They both have superstar quarterbacks, and they have, they have a good running game, but never rely on it as much as they should. And that creates pass protection. They're like the same team. Buffalo Bills, Hamilton Ticats. And another parallel, Buffalo Bills have never won a Super Bowl. Hamilton Ticats have not won a Grey Cup since 1999. So it's been a while. Hopefully we break through. Hamilton wins the Grey Cup this year and Buffalo wins the Super Bowl, and then that'll be off their back. But we'll see what happens, okay? So that is the show. Make sure you check out CFLNewsHub.com, UFLNewsHub.com, and Last Word on Sports, Buffalo Bills site, okay? That is the plan, and Football Scientific portal is now closed. Boom.